So guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the different ways you can get your client an ROI on the service fee they pay you other than just paid ads. So guys, I'm going to start this video again with another Stephen Bartlett-esque intro that a lot of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. If you're listening on Spotify, click the link in the description, click the YouTube link. If you're on YouTube watching these videos, please make sure you subscribe. Just shows the support. A lot of time and effort go into these videos, producing them every day. And it'd be massively appreciated if you could drop us a subscribe to give us some support. But yeah, without further ado, this video is on how to get your clients the biggest ROI possible when you can't necessarily rely on a return on your ad spend. This is super crucial, guys, because what will happen when you start working with a client, especially if they're a client that you're struggling to get results for, or they're a client that needs a bit more time for those campaigns to mature to really get the most out of them. And in that time frame of when you're testing ads and you're not necessarily making loads of money on the ads, you need to kind of be getting them an ROI in other ways to make them feel a bit more comfortable with spending money on you month on month. Like, we've worked with clients where it's taken us a year to start making profit just because that massive proportion of the first year was perfecting their branding, changing website stuff, building an email list. All the stuff we're going to talk in this video, we had to get in place before it started to become profitable. Not only that, it was a new business in a new industry. A lot of the ad campaigns that we were running was based about educating the audience on this new product. So it took us a bit longer to get to a point of a good return on ad spend on the Facebook platform. So in that time, we did the following things that helped us keep that client long term because they were getting an ROI in different ways. And I think the biggest mistake people make is they see an ROI on your investment with them only on how much money they get back in sales or in leads. And it's up to you as the marketer and the social media marketing agency owner to tell them, right, yes, that's a big part of the ROI. And that's the number one kind of factor that I'm most interested in as your marketer and you're most interested in as the business owner who is investing money into marketing. Like, yes, we're not going to sidetrack from the fact that, bringing in money, bringing in sales, bringing in leads and customers is the most important factor of this marketing campaign. However, there are a lot of tasks that we're currently doing for you that you could perceive as an ROI in your investment with us. And I'm going to go into them now. Number one, you could build digital assets for them. And what I mean by digital asset is an email list, an SMS list, a sales funnel. All of these things are assets that they own digitally that they can use forever. So throughout your campaign, say you're running ads for bringing in sales for an e-commerce brand, but on the side, you're running a side campaign that's growing their email list by 1,500 targeted people every month. That in itself is an ROI for that client. Without paying you the service fee, they wouldn't have got those 1,500 emails a month that through your email marketing campaigns moving forward are going to get them an incredible number of sales if that marketing campaign is correctly executed. Creating these digital assets they can keep forever and showcasing to them the value of it. Like, yeah, if you're creating an email list for them of 1,500 people a month that are interested in ponies when you're selling t-shirts, unless they're pony t-shirts, they're not going to really care. But if you're building that targeted email list of, the streetwear brand that you're running ads for, and those people are interested in streetwear that are on your email list, that's a super useful asset to have that they can use forever. Number two, which is a huge one, especially if you're in the info product space or consultancy space or coaching space, is bringing new products to the market for them. And that's usually down to the consultancy that you give them, in the sense that, right, you might start working with a client, an online coach that has their consultancy package, and you go to them, really, to get your marketing campaigns off the ground, you need a lead magnet, you need a webinar, you need a low ticket offer in order to get people interested and then scale them up and upsell them the higher ticket consulting. And it's kind of your job in a way to help them bring those mini products to market. Like, you need to say, right, we need a webinar on this. We're going to build you a webinar funnel. It'll build you the email sequences that upsells your consultancy on the back of the webinar. We're going to need a low ticket offer of a video course for $19 worth of value. I can give you the scripts, the video titles of what you need to create. So they're getting their ROI on the consultancy and your knowledge of marketing, of what you need from them in order to be successful on social media. Because what many people make the mistake with is they'll start working with a client and they'll just run ads to the exact business they've already got, when in reality, they don't know the business they need to have in order to find success on social media. You're the social media marketer. They've got an understanding of their business. Say they're a fitness consultant. Like they consult people on their nutrition and fitness. They've got their program that people might pay $1,000 a month for. Their knowledge is in fitness, in nutrition. They don't know that in order to get new customers, they need to release a free downloadable ebook to get people on an email list, get people through an email sequence that's then going to upsell that higher ticket consulting. They don't know they need that because they're not marketers, they're not experts in social media, and they're not experts in marketing. So you need to help them bring that product to market. And that's going to be a big ROI in the beginning stages, because there's no point working with that client, getting ads up and expecting people to pay £1,000 a month for a nutrition program from a coach they've never met or never spoken to. You need to build the infrastructure around that customer, around that online coach, in order to put them in the best position possible for in 2 months down the line when you do start running ads. So they're getting that ROI on you bringing these new products and through your consultancy to market, which kind of leads me on to my point 3, which is general consultancy. Throughout all of this, hopefully, and if you operate an outsourcing agency, then none of this is going to abide for you, and you're probably going to lose your client in the next 3 months anyway. So when you're on these regular meetings with your clients, building a brand, unlike these outsourced agency idiots that teach this garbage, that when you're getting on these regular calls, you can give them consultancy on the business, very much like I just said there. Go through the ebook they've given you, go through the value ladder that you're creating through them with these digital assets, and give them consultancy on their business. That's a massive part of your ROI, because without that consultancy, their business isn't going to grow and it isn't going to get to a position where they can be successful on social media. Number 4 is getting up side Facebook ad campaigns that don't have the direct need for conversions. So yeah, rightly so, you're going to get traffic and conversion campaigns up for your lead gen clients and your e-commerce clients, which bring in a direct ROI. However, if you can get up some really nice brand awareness campaigns, and in the academy, we've got an Omniba brand awareness strategy that's fucking incredible for brand awareness to an audience of 100,000 people. If you can get stuff like that in the back end that's growing the brand awareness of a dental practice in the local area or an e-commerce brand across the UK, that's a massive return on investment for them, because to get that kind of brand awareness elsewhere that doesn't necessarily bring in direct sales, they would have had to pay a fortune, and they wouldn't have been able to do it without paying you your fee. So that needs to be included in the ROI that you're then getting back to them and reporting back to them every month. And finally, kind of includes a few points from the different ones which I've just said, is consultancy on the convertibility of their website. So although you might be running for sales funnels, although you might be having this sales ladder that you've built the infrastructure around, it's still important, if they've got a website that ranks high on SEO, because your funnels aren't going to rank on SEO like their website will, is to give them consultancy on that website. Like, go on the website. Is it set up to convert leads? Is it set up to convert sales? Especially if you're an e-commerce brand where you can't necessarily, if they've got a wide product range, create a sales funnel for their products. For some e-commerce brands, you can create a sales funnel. But if you've got, say, a supplement brand with like 500 SKUs of products, and that website has 10 clicks from the product page to the checkout page, that's going to be a huge issue when you start to run Facebook ads, because people just aren't going to check out. The checkout process is shit. The product pages don't have all the information on. Like, you need to do a full analysis of the website before you start running ads, because otherwise you're going to get loads of nice traffic to there, but the website's not going to convert. You're going to lose the client out of no fault of your own, just because the client's website doesn't convert, when all it needed was an hour of your attention. Write an email to the developer, whoever manages the website, saying, right, we need these changes made, or otherwise this traffic's not going to convert. So those are kind of 4 or 5 points there, guys, you can kind of look out for and make sure you include in your offer, especially when you're not getting the client results in the initial stages. They're going to really help you showcase your value and showcase that you are actually getting them an ROI, even when those ads haven't taken off yet. So hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you've not watched our previous video, my previous video was on how certain clients will try and put words in your mouth in the negotiation stage to get more out of you. I hope you enjoyed the one you just watched, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 AM.